Now, could we start so close to home, right at our own front doorstep, and just simply stop paying for things? What would happen if everyone just stopped paying rent, stopped paying their bills? Would it just shut down the entire world? No, of course not, because humans are resourceful. They're amazingly resourceful. And if we were to have all of the systems shut down, we would find immediately a way to adapt. And with all of the ideas of photocells, power structures that we could accommodate into our system, we would not need to worry. But what would that do to these banksters? What would it do to those that own all the property, all of the things that they think they own, if we just said, no, we're sovereign beings, we're staying here, this is my planet, even more than it should be yours? So, I don't know, you know, Matt and Trey over at South Park, they tend to hit upon these topics in such a way that it kind of hits into your mind in a funny way. The idea of space money that they presented when the aliens came down to planet Earth, and we're going to get to ABC and V and a bunch of other stuff, but when they announced that these aliens came to planet Earth on South Park, and the humans of Earth stole all of their space money, and it was all just a setup in the first place. But as soon as they've got all the space money, next thing you know, they're building theme parks, water parks in Mexico, and everything else, because it's all imaginary. There's no such thing. The money, the gold, what? It means nothing. It's simply an ore out of earth. $2,000, what? You know, it means nothing. It's a rock. It's a piece of metal. It really doesn't matter. What matters is our reason for existence, our reason for being, and the space money just doesn't matter. If we wanted theme parks, if we wanted gardens, we would go out and make them. And we do. But we've been distracted and retracted. And meanwhile, while we're all distracted thinking things like the economy and healthcare are important, these people are busy well along the way of their social structure that involves extraterrestrial contact, that involves large V-shaped craft, not to mention Google real-time Earth, where they're watching every aspect of your actions, where you're going, what you're doing, and we're all funding it. No problem. Let's just keep paying into this system. Let's just keep going so that they can track us better, kill us better, and make sure that we have not a thought in our heads, because that's where they're at. That's what they want from you, is not a thought in your head. When do you have time to think? When do you have time to access and study? What's the last book you've read? You know? So what happens when the economy collapses? You know, most of the time the poor, they don't even notice. Most of the time they are in the same boat they were in the first place, and usually have a bit of a stronger aspect on this. It's the middle class that really suffer, and they're the ones that are busy keeping all of us in line, being our landlords and the monopolists, and just so much going on planet Earth. More coming up.